Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 6th grade concept of graphing on the coordinate plane. This is standard 6.11a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 3 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got basic coordinate plane here. John is drawing a right triangle. Now that's going to be important. Right triangle. On a coordinate grid, the base of the triangle is shown, and the height of the triangle is 5 units. Which ordered pair can best represent R? Okay, so PQR. Well, I'm going to say that if we have PQ and then R, right, to make my triangle, most likely they tell it to you in order. And so I'm thinking we are going to go counterclockwise like this, and it's going to look like that. So let's draw that. I also want to look to see what happens if I draw it like this. I don't think it would be like that, but we need to check out both, right? Because they don't really tell us which way that 90-degree angle is facing. So let's start with 5 units as the height, right? So since this is a right triangle, I can use the side length as the height. If it wasn't a right triangle, if it was something like this, then, the height would be this imaginary line in the middle, and it wouldn't help me at all. But it's a right triangle. So right now, this Q is at -1, right? So it is at -1 as my Y. The P is also at -1. If I wanted to map the whole thing, right, it would be at X of 1, Y of -1. So I'm just going to go up 5. Okay, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to draw this line right here. Let's see, and then if I wanted to connect it right, I would just draw a straight line here. All right, so let's see what this looks like. So this is going to be my coordinates, still my x value of 1, and then my y value is going to be 4, right? Because it was at -1, so if I did -1 and then I did a height of 5, I could equal that and make 4. That's a possibility. Let's see if 1, 4 works. Okay, so I'm seeing that right there. Now, let's see what other options we have, because it never even said that we had to go up. We could go down, right? So if we wanted to go up here, I'm going to draw this in a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I could do this. This would also work, right? Because this is also a right triangle. I'll go back and put the right angle on this one. Now let's see if this coordinate pair is there. So this is going to be x of -2, and then also that y is 4. Okay, now you notice how they flip that right there. That's not going to work. So I don't see that as an option. Okay, what happens if it's down? I mean, technically, I could go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's down at the very bottom of the graph. But this is also a right triangle. Also has a height of 5. And so this is going to be almost off the graph, right? So this is going to be at -2 as my y, and then my x is going to be -6. And I don't see anything close to that, but that's fine. We could also do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. Make that a right triangle. It is a height of 5. It is kind of inverted. That's fine. And it's going to be an x value of 1, and then a y value, again, of -6. Now, you see we've almost have something that kind of looks like that, but inverted. But that's not going to be correct. But either way, our first guess was correct, and it is going to be PQR with that R up there. So my x and y value is going to be 1, 4.